Hello students, welcome to your online lectures. My name is Khushbu Joshi, your social studies teacher. We have already started studying social studies. We have already finished 2 chapters and now we are studying the 3rd chapter of social studies. Okay, and I hope you are revising the chapters and the things that we have studied from the previous chapters and the lectures. So today we'll start with the second part of the 3rd chapter that we were doing in the previous lecture. Okay, so we were already studying the chapter number 17, that is organization that help us. Okay, so I had just taught you a part of it. Today we'll be studying the second part of this particular chapter. Now let us quickly revise about the things that we had studied in the previous lectures. We had studied about various organizations which are there in our society, okay, which are being organized, which are being created so that they can help us, they can serve the citizen of their country. Some of these organizations that we had discussed, okay, as you can see the pictures again, we had discussed about the police, we had discussed about hospitals, doctors, we had discussed about banks, and we had discussed about I think so fire brigade, right? We had discussed about all these things, and I had told you that apart from these organization, there are more organization like the post, also the post office, the postal services, the armed forces, and the voluntary organization. But in the previous lecture we had studied about the police, okay, and you know that police and the duty of the police, okay, is to do what, is to solve crime and catch the people who are guilty, okay. And it also the police, okay, also ensures that the citizen of the country follow all the laws which are made for the country and for the citizen, so that a law and order, okay, is maintained in each and every town and city, okay. And they help us in many ways, okay, right from helping us and guiding us for the places or for the roads, okay, the traffic, controlling the traffic, right? All these things we had studied. We had also studied about a small girl, Sonia, okay, who goes and who is going to the police officer and seeking help because she has lost the way, okay, to go to her home, okay. And rather than asking the strangers, she's approaching the policeman who will actually take care of her, and he does. And what he does, it he takes safely, okay, home. Who he takes Sonia, okay, safely home to her place, correct. Then we studied about doctors, and we said that, I said that, when we only fall ill, when we fall sick, that is the only time that we want to go and meet the doctors, right? And there are various hospitals and doctors who help us in diagnosing the illness that we have. They give us medicines and everything. They tell us how to keep or get precautions, and how to be far from all the illnesses and the disease, okay, by giving us right way of right hygienic way to live our life. And then we studied about banks, and how does a bank help us. The bank helps us to keep our money safe, right? We had studied that. And in return, when we keep our money, okay, in the bank, what they do is they give us some kind of interest on the amount that we have kept with them. And bank also gives people loan, right? They have come up with various facilities, bank facilities, like the ATM machines, right? We can remove the money, we can credit the money or deposit the money, or we can debit the money whenever we require it, okay. We do not have to wait for any particular time for banks to open. So there are various online facilities and services that the bank is now providing us, correct. Okay. Then we also studied about fire brigade. Okay, fire brigade has firefighters who are trained to put out fires, correct, and help people who are trapped inside any building, okay, so that they can come out and they could be safe, right? And there are various fire drills which are being carried out in various schools and colleges and all these offices, so that they are making their employees, their students aware, okay, so that if at all such a situation, calamity takes place, then how to take care of yourself. Now, for today's lecture, we are going to learn about the postal services and the armed forces and the volunteer organization in detail. I know that you already know, okay, you have a bit kind of or just knowledge about all these organizations already, but we'll study, okay, in detail now. I hope you can recognize these pictures. Okay, you can see over here the doctor helps, okay, the patient, the little boy, to get better when when he falls ill. Then over here the second picture shows that a policeman is helping tourists, okay, to find the proper way in New Delhi. These are the picture that you had seen in the previous lecture of yours, okay, and I think so you have seen both of them in your real life as well. One is the ATM machine, so that you can withdraw the money whenever and wherever you need, okay, and the other one is the fire engine. Today we're going to study about post office. Post office or the postal system is one of the ancient system, the oldest system that we have in our country. Okay, it was invented way back when the Britishers came in India. When they started ruling us, since then we have the postal services. Back then we did not have mobile and telegram or pager system. So this is a way old and the ancient kind of an office or an organization that we had. I'm going to read now, so please read along with me. The postal system helps us to receive and send mail all over the country and the world. We can keep in touch with friends and family members by sending letters and also send money orders and telegram through the post office. We can also open an account in a post office and save money here, just as we do in a bank. The post office has different section for the different facilities it provides. Okay, so over here what they're saying is postal office or postal system is what it does, it helps us to send as well as to receive. Meaning if you want to send someone, okay, a letter or money, okay, you can go through to a post office and you can get all this work of yours done. Okay, you can also receive, you can also send. Okay, and in the ancient time people used to be in contact or connected with each other through letters. Now now we do not write letters, okay, unless there's no official notice given to you to write letters, you do not do it. Okay, you only write letters when you have to write application, okay, and submit it. Otherwise you do not write, no more, you do not write letters to your friends or your family members or relatives. Okay, you now you if you want to talk to people, you can directly video call them or call them, right? And you can talk and get connected to people across the world, okay, through mobile phones. But before mobile phones were invented, okay, sending letters was one of the biggest, okay, way that you can be connected to people. Okay, so same way, the way that you can save your money in the bank, in a similar way you can also open your account in the post office and save your money. Okay, and even they might provide you some kind of loan and interest and everything when you're putting money, saving money in the post office. And for each and every work that you have, whether sending letters, receiving, sending money orders, okay, all these things have a different section, they have a different department. Okay, so that all these facilities, all these department can work smoothly. The other one that we are going to study today is the armed forces. I am pretty much sure that you must have seen all the armed forces that India as a country has. Okay, we have all the three armed forces. We have the army, the navy, and the air force. And all these three, okay, armed forces are here to protect the people, okay, of the country from any attack. any attack from the air, any attack from the sea, okay, and any attack on from the borders, okay. So armed forces, okay, help us and protect us from all these three places, okay. Now I'll read. The armed forces, the army, the navy, and the air force protect our country from attack. The guard, they guard the country's borders, and during the wars, they fight against the enemy. They also help in relief work during the time of need, such as flood and droughts. Okay, so what are they trying to say over here is that they protect the country, they save, they guard the country, okay, near the borders. We have borders, okay, like if you look at map of India, okay, you know that the northern part, okay, of India is the land border, meaning we have immediately the second or the other country starting. So our neighboring country on the north side, we have Pakistan, we have Afghanistan, we have China, we have Nepal, Bhutan, okay, Bangladesh. So we need to protect our border so that no other country can come and invade us. So that is a time when this armed forces, okay, uh, kind of help us and protect us so that we are not invaded, okay, by any other country. Same way, if you go to see, we on the southern side of India, we have Sri Lanka, our neighboring country, we have Myanmar as our neighboring country. So over from there also we need to be protected. So the navy does the work of, you know, guarding us or protecting us from the sea, okay. And all of them, the armed forces, help the people during the time of the, you know, calamities or natural calamities like the floods and the droughts and the earthquakes, okay. During the floods and everything, the supply of food, okay, supply of clothes, all these things is done by the, you know, air force, okay, by sending helicopters and all of that. They help us so that, you know, people can be rescued from there. Army officers as well as the navy officers are sent to the places where there is a, you know, calamity held, so that they can rescue people, protect people, okay, and get them back to a place where they are safe. Over here in this image, you can see that the Indian Army undertakes a relief and a rescue mission during the time of the crisis. Crisis meaning during the time of the problems which are faced by the country. The last one, the last organization that we are going to study is a voluntary organization. Apart from having organizations at a national level, at you know, the country level, we also have organization at international level or at the world level, okay, which helps all the countries of the world during the time of crisis or any epidemic or you know, any natural calamities, right. Over here I've given you two symbols, okay, two logos rather, of two international organizations that we have. So first I will read and I will explain to you. When earthquake, tsunami, or epidemic occurs, voluntary organizations such as the Red Cross, the United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, and the World Health Organization help the relief work and medical supplies. War often leaves people homeless. In such situation, voluntary organizations help the affected people with the food, clothes, shelter, and medical care. Some local organizations and volunteers also help by supplying food, drinking water, clothes, etc. During floods, famine, and drought, we too can help by donating food items, clothes, medicines, and money to such voluntary organizations so that people in need get help quickly. Okay, so now, as we know that, you know, right now we are also going through one this whole pandemic situation where lots and lots of fund and money was required to, you know, to save people, okay, to get vaccination, to get proper precaution measures, to get proper guidelines how to take care of yourself, okay, from this whole virus, this coronavirus. At that point of time, I pretty much sure you must have heard the word WHO, okay. That WHO gave this kind of reports, okay. They said that this is a way that you have to take precautions. Similar way, okay, um And when I talk about, say, donating money or food or clothes or anything. Okay, right now we you must have heard about the PM Care Fund, right? There were so many people who had kind of donated how much of a money they could, so that the people who were stuck in various places, okay, without money, without food, okay, who were homeless, who were daily wages workers, who did not have a proper place to live, or did not even have money so that they could go back to their own place in their own kind of state. So these funds kind of help them to feed them, to give them water, to give them shelter, and so that they could reach to their place properly and safely. So that what they're saying over here is that whenever there is a natural calamity like tsunami, like floods or earthquake, okay, there are voluntary organization like Red Cross. Okay, we all studied about Red Cross in the previous lecture, which kind of does the work of donating blood. Okay, whenever wherever there is accidents or anything takes place, they are the first organization who actually help people in donating blood. Okay, so they set up various blood camps, okay, so that people can donate blood, and people who are in need, okay, during when if at all they have an accident or something like that, they can help them, okay, by donating or giving them blood. Same way there is UNICEF. Okay, the full form is already given over here. And there is also WHO. These are, okay, two organizations whose logo you can see over here at the side. One, the first one is a UNICEF one, and the down one, okay, the below one is of WHO. These are the international organization that we have, who do the work of supplying medical supplies, or anything like food or water or clothes when they are required, okay, to the people when they require. They send all these things. Now, war, what is war? When the two countries fight, okay, when there is a war like situation, okay, but during the war what happens, like many people become homeless. So these voluntary organization, they come ahead, they come up front, okay, and they help all these people who are affected. Okay, they help them by providing them water, proper clothes and shelter and medical care. And there are also some local organization, at your local level there are various NGOs and everything who work for various purposes, for various agenda of protecting different women or the children or flood affected people. Okay, so they work for various kind of reasons, and they help people by providing them or supplying them food, drinking water, clothes. Okay, I think so. Last year, 2 3 years back, when there was a flood, okay, a deadly flood that happened in Kerala. Okay, then we had in Chennai, and then recently we had in Assam. Okay, there are so many people who become, homeless because their home is completely, their house is completely drowned in water. So they have to go to some other place. They have been evacuated to some other place. That is when the armed forces, help them from moving to a low lying area to a higher area where they are safe, right? So the armed forces, they help them, okay, by evacuating them, or by providing them food, okay, water and all these things. And there are various organizations and the people, okay, you yourself can help them by donating your like few old clothes, or purchasing or giving them money to this organization, so that this organization can buy with that money, they can buy, okay, like water for them or like food for them, so that they can survive during such kind of calamities. Correct. So they also give them medicines, clothes, everything, okay, is being provided, so that people can get help quickly. Okay, so we are done with the chapter over here. I hope you have understood this chapter. If there are any doubts, please ask. Uh, okay, and the homework will be, I will be giving you the notes of this particular chapter. okay, on online. Like I'll be providing you the notes on WhatsApp. I'll be sending it along with the video. So once you're done watching the video, once you're done attending the lecture, please go on WhatsApp and then write whatever notes have been provided to you, right from fill in the blanks to question answers, match the following. Okay, whatever is related to this topic, I will be sending all these notes. So please write down the notes in your social studies book and practice to read the chapter. Okay, and send the homework to me personally on WhatsApp by 6 p.m. Thank you for attending today's lecture. Stay home, stay safe, and take good care of yourself and also your near and the dear ones. Thank you.